right, so the Patriots picked up Keion White, D tackle slash edge from Georgia Tech. Um, awesome pickup. I thought that guy was going to go really in the first few picks of the round. People have been saying he was even potentially a first rounder. There's some questions about him because he's raw at the position. Basically started off as a tight end at Old Dominion, and they moved him to edge, defensive end. So, and then obviously went to Georgia Tech. So he's a little raw at the position. I think that's the biggest concern. He's also I think 24 soon. So, or I think he's at 24. Yeah, let me check. Yeah, he's 24 already. So he's a little bit older, which I know the Patriots like, but there's some knocks on him in that respect. He's not as highly refined as in terms of his technique. But let me tell you, in terms of being a physical freak, the guy's a monster. He's 6'5", getting close to 300 pounds. He's like 285, 295. Massive hands at 10 inches, 10 and an eighth actually. Good solid arm, length in the arms and span. His 40 was 4.79 at 285. That's that's pretty elite. Shuttle, he didn't do it. He didn't do a shuttle or 3-cone. His vertical was 34 inches, which again, very explosive. His broad was, let's see, what did he get for his broad? We got, his broad was 9'9", which is, it's like 90th percentile, I think. So, I mean, and his biggest thing is his bench. He benched 30 reps. So, guy's an absolute monster. I think let's do the numbers on the RAS here real quick. RAS for him, just type it in here. It gives him a 9.78 as a D tackle. And what would that give us here? Let me just adjust it. Should probably be pretty equivalent. Yeah, the 9.54 for D end. So, yeah, this guy's upper level elite athlete. He has good tape. His highlights are great. But let's see. Let's see if we can find some production here. I have some old notes. I didn't think we were going to get him. I was not ready for this. Let's see. So let's see. You got 2019, 12 games, 635 snaps, 43 tackles, 11 assists, and 36 stops as a pass rusher. 45 total pressures, 27 QB hurries, 13 hits, and 5 sacks on the season. Then he moved to Georgia Tech. Let's see. So he skipped 2020. So in 2021, only 4 games, which I'm assuming that's the spring. 72 snaps. Oh, he had an ankle injury. In 2022, as a junior, 12 games, 584 snaps, 34 tackles, 14 assists, 29 stops. As a rusher, 40 total pressures, 29 QB hits, 20 hurries, 4 hits, and 7 sacks. So he's a beast. You can watch his video. He's just high motor. He's running everywhere. I mean, there's times where he's covering and he's dropping back into coverage, covering guys, running backs coming out of the backfield. Just absolute monster. He's hit 21 miles per hour on the GPS at nearly 300 pounds. So he's an absolute train. Let's see, anything else we should bring out here? Yeah, well, I mean, he's got some decent moves. He does have a spin move. His bull rush is okay, but he tends to use his speed and just keep moving around and forcing, and just basically getting an edge on, and outmaneuver the tackles. Yeah, which the way when you play like that, sometimes you expose yourself to, you're gonna allow the blockers to get into your pads, which is not good. Again, just very raw. Why is this important? I'm pretty sure everybody's going to be wondering why we didn't take anybody that's a wide receiver or tight end here. I think it was too hard to pass. We do need edge. We needed a defensive end. So, and we can always use some backup in the middle for some D tackles. I mean, this guy basically, I would say he can play almost as I wouldn't know about 0, but maybe you're looking at like a 3 to 7 technique there. So he's utility. I mean, you're gonna put him anywhere on the defensive line basically. Let's see, anything else to add to this? I mean, I'm in general, my reaction is a little lukewarm to the fact where there's a lot of guys I was looking at still there. But I'm excited about him. So not really great about what we passed on, but I'm glad he's a Patriot. He definitely fits the Patriot. He's very intelligent. He's everything the Patriots wanted. And every single time he didn't get picked, I'm like, oh, he's still on the board. And I was thinking like Adebawari was going to be the guy that we might take in this case, but I'll take this. I'll take him for sure. The height and the length and just the athleticism is going to give him an edge. Absolutely great pick. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. Third round pick. I think they might trade up. There's still some nice guys still on the list. A lot of guys I was thinking that would be already gone. So maybe they do trade up. It'll be interesting to see. I hope you guys enjoyed. This is great. If I was to rank it, I'd give it an A. A minus. I'm not gonna give it. Well, yeah, let's give it like an A minus, B plus. A minus because it's. You know what? Maybe it is more like an A plus. It's another A plus because you need the position. It's not the highest, but it actually, in a way, it is. Because if you listen to my previous, I've been talking about edge rushers kind of getting later on in the draft, because Uche's going up. You got, and basically 2025, almost the entire defense that's returning is almost gonna be up. So they need to get some defensive guys this year, because you got next year you got Uche and a few guys leaving. And like I said, in 2025, like it's like everybody's going to be up. So you're going to need to have some, even if you can't re-sign all of them, at least you have some returners coming back in 2025. And hopefully at that point, he's, solidified here. So maybe it is an A+. I'm going to give it an A only with my little bias, which is those other guys I was hoping we would take. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of people probably thinking that this is like an F. You're wrong. This was needed. This guy's going to get, he's going to put the pressure on. Aaron Rodgers is going to have a problem with this guy. Tua's going to have to be wondering if he's going to be, playing towards the end of the season. I mean, this is a guy who's fast enough that he will take Josh Allen and run down Josh Allen. So if you want to address that issue, all three of those issues, this guy can do it. And this is basically our first rounder that made the second. Another great pick. Awesome job. Let's go, Pats.